If you are looking for a way to create movies out of videos and photos, then Windows Movie Maker Live may be just the product that you're looking for. In this video, I'm going to cover some of the basic features of Movie Maker, specifically in the area of adding video and editing video. It's one of the most popular ways that this tool is utilized, so those are the aspects that I'll focus on. As soon as you log in, you'll notice that it's laid out similar to all of the other Microsoft products. You'll want to click right up here where it says Add Videos and Photos. And that is always where I start. I prefer to add everything that I'm going to use in my videos right at the beginning so that I can see what I'm working with. So I'm just going to add some different videos that I happen to have saved on my computer. I definitely don't want to select all. So you can see I just added 4 videos right there. As soon as I add all of my content that I'm going to create my movie with, the second thing that I usually do is adjust my timeline. So you can either zoom in really close to your timeline, and it doesn't actually make your movie any longer, you're just getting a closer view of it. But I'm more of a big picture person, so I like to zoom out so that I can see all of the pieces of my video. And you can see my 4 individual clips here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And at this point, you can start moving around some of the clips. So you just basically drag and drop them wherever you want them to be. So I can highlight this specific clip, bring it to the beginning if I wanted my movie to start out with that specific clip. And same with all of the other different pieces. So it acts as 4 individual pieces, and I can move them anywhere in the movie that I want. So some people prefer to use Movie Maker just to merge videos like that. And if that's the case, you can just save it now directly as a movie file and you're done. But a lot of people want to know how to edit these video clips and add titles. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to edit the video clips first. Let's pretend this specific video clip had a part in it that I wanted to edit out. There's a couple ways to do this, but I'm going to show you my favorite way. So I'm going to click on play. Because I have this piece highlighted, it's actually, when I click on play, it's going to start with just that piece. In this video, I'm going to show you how to drag and drop. So that's playing this specific part. Now, if I wanted to delete something, let's say I wanted to start deleting everything from 4 minutes 5 seconds to 4 minutes 10 seconds, the way that I prefer to do it is to go to the Edit tab, Drop Files, stop it at 4 minutes 5 seconds, and I personally prefer to just split it. So you'll see this movie right here is going to split into 2 different pieces. And then I usually click play again to where I get to the second piece, which, like I said, is 4 minutes 10 seconds. Into a folder. So for example, you can see I have my sample folder here. If I didn't, and then I prefer to split it again and just delete that center spot. To me, that's the easiest way to do it. You can see that there's a trim tool, which is also fairly easy to use. I just prefer to split it and delete the individual piece there. So it just is completely a matter of your preference. You'll see you have a lot of other options here. You can adjust the video volume, fade it in, fade it out, background color. So you can adjust all of those to your preference. One of the things that almost all videos include is a title and a credit page. So I'm going to show you how to add that really quick. I will put my cursor usually at the beginning of my video because that's usually where you want your title slide. You can just click on title slide and it will create a really basic title slide for you. I'm just going to go ahead and keep mine called My Movie. You can adjust your text duration. You have all kinds of options that you can do here. You can edit your background, font color, all of that. But I'm just going to keep mine real basic for the purpose of this video. And then I'm going to go back to home, put my cursor at the end, and add a credit slide. And this just allows me to type everything in. You can see it automatically is asking you about the ways that you want it to appear, some of the animation pieces. You can completely customize this as well. So depending on how detailed you want your video, you've got a lot of different options here. But now what I'm going to focus on is the most important piece. This has to do with saving your project and creating a movie. So this is the part where people get confused a lot. So right here is your project. So you can, if you go to File, Save As, this is if you are not finished with your project, you will save your project. That way you can come back and edit it later. So this is not something that you turn in. This is just something that you would edit later. At this point, you would save your project as, and you notice it's actually saving as a Movie Maker project. This is usually a very large file because it has all of the individual editable pieces. So you can save this to your desktop or to your H drive or wherever you want to save that. One thing you want to keep in mind is wherever you save your project, you want to make sure that all of your original files are saved there as well. So right now, all of my movies I pulled in from my desktop, so I'm actually going to save my project also to my desktop. And I'm just going to call it My Movie for right now. So you'll see that saved very quickly. Now, once you're completely done with your movie, you need to save it in a file so that other people can view it. So that point, and this is if you need to turn it in, you want to save your movie. And this part does take a little bit longer because this is completely changing the format of your video, and it turns it into a movie, and it makes it easy for everybody to see. So you have a few different options right up here. I almost always just go for whatever's recommended with a project. These will change the file type depending on if you want it to be viewed on your phone. It will change it to different quality, but I always go with just whatever's recommended for this project. And I'm also going to save that to my desktop, but what you'll see here is this is actually saving it as a WMV, which is just a different file type. It makes it very easy for people to view. So you're going to click on Save here, and this part does take a while, so you do not want to wait until the very end of class to save it as a movie. This can take up to, well, sometimes 10 minutes. It just depends on how detailed your movie is. If you have a lot of transitions and text and sound, it will take a while. So as soon as this gets done, it will have your movie saved to your desktop.